Welcome back to our ItemPath tutorial series. In this video, we'll explore comparison columns. These allow you to perform mathematical operations between two different columns in your report to create a brand new value. To add a comparison, you must already have the base columns added to your report. Let's look at two ways to use this: date comparisons and numeric comparisons. In our tray counting example, we want to see how many weeks have passed since the last count, so be sure to include the count date column in the report. Select Comparison from the column type dropdown. For the first column, select Current Day. For the second column, select Count Date. Because these are both dates, ItemPath automatically knows to calculate a difference. All you have to do is select the unit of time, in this case, weeks. Once you've added a comparison column, remember to click the pencil icon to give it a user-friendly name. If you are working with numbers like quantities or prices, you'll see a list of 6 mathematical operators. Here's what they do. Percentage shows the ratio of the first column to the second as a percentage. This is great for seeing what percentage or orders were fulfilled on time. Ratio divides the first column by the second to show a decimal, like determining the proportion of warehouse space currently utilized. Sum and difference allow you to add columns together or subtract them, which is perfect for totaling items in a shipment or calculating the change in inventory levels. Product multiplies two values, which you might use to calculate a density score or total value by multiplying quantity by unit price. Modulus returns the remainder after division. A common use for this is scheduling cycle counts based on a repeating cycle of items. Here's another example. In this report, we're looking at the quantity of each material, the number of locations that material is in, and the can order point, set in PowerPick. This is essentially the minimum amount we want to carry before reordering a material, so we've edited the column name to call it Target Minimum Quantity. This gives us some useful data, but I think we can dig deeper. Let's add some comparison columns. First, we'll calculate a ratio of actual units per location. In other words, the total materials divided by the number of locations. Next, we'll calculate a ratio of target units per location. The target minimum quantity divided by the number of locations. We can now leverage those comparison columns as the basis for more comparisons. By building them from the ground up, you can create advanced formulas to track the exact operational metrics your team needs. In the final report, I have only one result. This is because I've added a filter to only show materials where the target minus actual value is greater than 0, filtering out any materials that aren't under target yet. To learn more about filters, take a look at our Report Filters tutorial. In our next video, we'll take a look at how to group report rows and add count columns.